Big Kids English Classroom. Let's learn with simple techniques by B.K. Masne.
Welcome friends, in today's video lesson, we are going to learn in detail about an encounter of a special kind. This is the second lesson from my English course book Standard Time. Friends, this lesson is an incident that had occurred in the life of the writer Tapan Mukherjee when the writer was merely 15 years of age. At that time, writer's father was working for a private medical company in Raniganj in West Bengal. The officers and all the employees of that company, they would live in a large campus. The officers had big bungalows. Writer's father's house was in a corner of that campus. The whole campus was very beautiful as far as the natural aspects are concerned. In the same way, writer's house had also some natural aspects. There was a garden. There was very tall and massive beautiful trees, pretty flowers, green grass. Also, the kitchen garden and the seasonal vegetables, they would always attract different species of birds, squirrels. Also, the tall and majestic trees were also helpful for these different types of bird species. There was an aswatha tree, and that aswatha tree was the house for the langurs. Means langurs had also made a den in the aswatha tree. Near to the garden wall of the writer's house, there was officer's club. These all things, means natural things, these trees, these birds, these squirrels, green grass, pretty flower, these all things had become the part and parcel, means the inseparable part of the writer's life, or the people who would live in that campus, that beauty of nature had become the inseparable part of the life of all these people who were the resident of that campus. Dear friends, when this incident occurred, the writer had holidays for Durga Puja festival. As I told you earlier that the writer belongs to West Bengal, and in West Bengal, Durga Puja is one of the biggest festivals, and for this festival they have holidays. There were a few days into Durga Puja festival, and that incident occurred. It was a Saturday afternoon. Writer says that this incident had left a great impression in the mind of writer, and it helped, means that incident helped the writer to understand the miracles of nature, the whole new dimensions of nature and the nature's creations. In that Saturday afternoon, after taking the hearty or wholesome lunch, the family members, means the writer's parents and the writer's sisters, they went to take an afternoon nap. And the writer decided to read a storybook. Especially he decided to read an adventure story because the afternoon was very much silent. It was the perfect backdrop for reading an adventure story. So the writer decided to read an adventure story. But that silence was occasionally broken by four things: the family snoring, the intermittent chirping of the sparrows, shrill cry of a kite, and the harsh cawing of a crow. These four things would disturb that silence, that afternoon silence. The writer engrossed, the writer was very much concentrated to read that adventure story. While the writer was reading the adventurous story, suddenly the writer heard the commotion of dogs. The dogs were barking very loudly. At first, the writer ignored that because the writer thought that the dogs might have cornered an unfortunate or a hapless pig. But soon the barking became louder, and in addition, the crows also joined that cacophony. And due to the increased curiosity, which raised in the mind of the writer kept the book aside and ran to the veranda of his house. To his horror, when he saw that on the officer's roof, he saw a big male langur which had a baby langur in his hands. And the male langur was biting the baby langur mercilessly all over with definite intention to kill the baby langur. The other members, means the mother and the other lesser members of the group, they were just watching because the male langur perhaps might be the leader of that group and the others were just watching. They were unable to do anything to save the baby. The male langur was trying to kill the baby langur immediately. The writer remembered the terrible custom in the animal clan. What is that custom? In many of the animal clans, a dominant male, it does not allow the other males or male babies in its groups to survive. When the writer saw this terrible situation, without wasting any time, the writer took a stout stick in one hand and with another hand he threw a stone to the male langur. But the male langur ignored that, did not give attention to this attack, and he continued his work to mercilessly biting that particular baby langur. But soon the writer started throwing more stones. On the other hand, the dogs raised their pitch of cry. The people from the other bungalows, they also started throwing stones to the male langur. These sudden attacks made the male langur to drop the baby. It dropped the baby on the roof of the writer, and slowly the baby langur started to slide down. The dogs, to see that, they were very excited because they thought that they would have a good kill and meal now. But the writer kept the dogs away from the reach of that baby langur and got hold of that baby langur. Indeed, the writer saw that it was a male langur. It was listless, means it was as like lifeless. Meanwhile, the writer's family members, means his parents and his sisters, had come out to the veranda and they were witnessing the rescue operation of the writer. The neighbors had also come in the distance and they were also observing the rescue operation of the writer. The writer took the baby langur to the backyard. He laid down the baby langur in a poultry coop. The writer noticed some deep marks, some scratches, and blood was oozing out from some of the wounds of the baby langur. The writer's father gave first aid to apply for the baby langur. The writer was happy to see that the baby was breathing, though the breaths were very shallow. The writer splashed some cold water on the baby, and the baby sat up after doing some shaky efforts. The baby langur appeared as if it was a leaf of a tree. It was trembling like a leaf of a tree. The writer noticed tears in the eyes of that baby langur. The baby langur was sobbing, it was crying, it was behaving as if human baby after experiencing some terrible situation as human baby cries. The baby langur was also crying. The writer gave a peeled banana to the baby langur, which the baby langur accepted with unsteady hands and started taking hesitant bites. The writer's complete attention was for the revival of the baby langur. But suddenly he noticed the feeling. He had that sudden feeling of being watched, being observed. So he came out from the poultry coop and noticed that the mother langur was sitting on the roof of their kitchen. She was observing everything very carefully. She was observing the every move of the writer and was very much convinced that no harm was being done to her baby from the writer. The writer made a way to access the mother to her baby. He went aside from the poultry coop. The mother came down to the floor of the poultry coop and she took her baby. She first gave a thorough watch to the baby langur. She examined the marks, the wounds of the baby langur and cuddled the baby very tightly. The baby started sobbing a lot, but at the same time, the baby found a great solace in the caring arms of his mother. The mother sat there silently. Perhaps she was thinking about the best escape route. She was thinking about how to avoid such attack in future. She was pondering, she was thinking about such options from where she can keep her baby langur away from the dominant male langur. Before leaving the place, the mother langur looked straight into the eyes of the writer. She was expressing her gratitude towards that eyes. The writer still today remembers that thankfulness, that gratitude expressed through the eyes of the mother langur. The mother was expressing gratitude for saving her baby. The writer was overwhelmed by this emotion. In front of his eyes, there was a universal mother sitting and holding her child in her lap. After expressing her gratitude towards the writer, the mother langur jumped towards the roof of the writer's kitchen by clinging her baby to her belly. She sat there and she surveyed the area. She was trying to find out where the male langur was, and in the opposite direction she went by taking her baby because she wanted to avoid certain attacks in future. This brief meeting of the baby langur and the mother langur made writer to understand that we can establish interspecies relationship. We can establish this interspecies relationship by understanding their feeling, by touching their right chord of the heart. If we are able to do that, immediately we are able to understand the feelings of them also. The relationship becomes active between interspecies also. The writer further says that food is not merely the means of establishing such relationship, but beyond that, the trust is also necessary. The feeling of the understanding their problems is also necessary. So, writer says that if we are unable to understand the language of animals, birds are also unable to understand our language. But there is also a language which is the language of understanding each other's feelings. The writer says that 55 years have been passed for this incident, but still today I remember everything very fondly, very happily.